All right. I think we are ready to begin. Welcome to Lush Tongue Sound Meditation, Improv and Musings. What you are beholding is a symbol known as a root chakra or Muladhara, and we're going to be focusing a lot on the root chakra today. My name is Anna May, and I am the founder of Lush Tongue, where you are welcome to contribute to the experience by making a financial contribution via Venmo or Cashapp or PayPal, which I will re-add to the description, but they're all the same. At Lush Tongue, hashtag Lush Tongue, paypal.me/LushTongue. All right. So as always, we'll start with an Om, and you can chant Om while gazing upon this root chakra and all that it represents, based on what you know about the root chakra right this moment. Or you can close your eyes and chant in unison or in harmony or create your own personal melody in concert with the Om chanting. Here we go. All right. So I want to make sure that you can see and hear what is intended for you to see and hear. So let me go get my cell phone/monitor. All right, and we are back. So, as you see from the description, the women's book club that I'm running called Soul Insights, Self Development Book Club, we're focusing on a book right now called The Big Leap. And I highly recommend this book. It's focused on essentially blasting through self limiting beliefs, or as the author Gay Hendricks calls it, your upper limits, your inner glass ceilings. And it's really pertinent to all chakras, really, but particularly the root chakra, because the root chakra is all about survival. And whenever we are pushing through or breaking through or facing or moving through our upper limits, um, it brings our survival, that primal survival stuff into question. As I step into this new level in my life, how will I find my footing? How will I find my new normal? So that those are the kinds of issues that arise in terms of our root chakra, like what our root chakra represents. And the root chakra, I've spoken about it many times in the context of giving various overviews and explorations about the chakras in general, this energy system that runs through our body and is centered in different areas of our body. So the root chakra is right where human life starts. It's right there, right between the crotch and the anus. That's the center point of human creation, of blood lineage, of the material experience of being a human on the planet. Money, survival, taking care of business, um, wills, legacy, uh, housing, um, jobs, like all of that is ruled by the root chakra. Family secrets, family trauma, intergenerational trauma, all of that is centered in the root chakra. So when we're busting through um, upper limits are actually formed during the earliest times in our life, usually from birth to about 7 years old. So that's why when many of us step into, dare I say all of us, step into new levels in our lives, um, it tends to activate or trigger those fears that are embedded in the root chakra. So, um, I was thinking of focusing a meditation today on the root chakra. And as you see, I call it the uproot chakra because of what has been going on for so many of us here in the United States, especially those of us who were living in bigger cities and have moved. Um, and for many of us, our moves, our relocations were inspired by, the pandemic and COVID. And, does it really make sense to live in this big city when the nature of my work can actually happen remotely and I can live anywhere? So, hey, let's look into living somewhere that has a lower cost of living. That's a train of thought that has existed for, oh, okay. Hush, Michelle Obama. That's a train of thought that a lot of people are relating to right now and a lot of people are acting upon. So I lived in New York City for many, many, many years. And this year has seen the largest exodus from New York City possibly ever. I personally can count on more than two hands the number of people who've relocated from New York City, many to the outer like upstate New York, so still in the state, but just away from the epicenter, one of the epicenters of this virus that's been going around this year, and and also the Bay Area and LA and many other big cities. Um, this particular phenomenon has inspired an even greater desire for more space, less density, um, more outdoor space to graze and to play. Because this phenomenon, this flu, this illness, this COVID thrives in unventilated indoor spaces, and so it makes sense that a lot of people, even more than usual, have been have been desiring more open spaces. And in addition to kind of the the more general or familiar flow of life where people shift from the young fast city living into the more family oriented suburbs. That there's that archetypal journey. But this year in particular, 2020, that there's been a whole other spin on that journey. um, so because of all that uprooting, I've also seen messages from people who still live in the big cities, um, but a lot of their immediate local social network of people have moved elsewhere. So they're feeling a certain kind of uprootedness as far as the connectivity um, of the communities that they've built over the time living in urban areas. And then there's the uprooting of all us folks who've moved out to the big cities as well. So there's different kinds of uprooting. So um, let's get into a meditation that helps us get in touch with our root chakra and be centered in our root chakra and just feel into that space. So we're going to start with taking a deep breath in through the nose and exhale, and again through the nose and exhale, and just keep on breathing in and out nice and slow through the nose. And you're welcome to look at this Sanskrit symbol for the root chakra, Muladhara, or you can close your eyes and imagine a glowing red light right at your perineum, which is that space between your reproductive organs and your anus. That is ground zero for the root chakra. Or you can do both. You can look at the Muladhara symbol, and you can also visualize a red light radiating from your perineum if you want to multitask or integrate. And as you are focusing on your root chakra, you can allow your mind to wander in the direction of all the uprootings that you may have experienced this year. Maybe you've relocated. Maybe you know others who have relocated. Maybe COVID has caused some uprooting in your life, some upheaval. Maybe you have up-leveled in your life. That's a type of uprooting. Not focusing so much on positive uprooting or negative uprooting. They're all upheavals. They're all shifts in your everyday being that you may not have anticipated or expected. You can let those images float through your mind or jump cut like scenes in a movie. And now bring yourself back to this moment of stillness. And breathe all the way into your root chakra. Feel the inhale go down, down, all the way to the center of your body. And exhale. And release all the muscles surrounding your root chakra. Feel that relaxation. Feel into that relaxation. And deep inhale. And now take a moment to let your mind wander in the direction of the color red. What associations do you have with red? What images, what impressions, what sounds, what textures, what visions? What flavors? What do you hear with the color red? And as those images float or jump or flash before you, breathe into your root chakra right in the center of your body. Deep breath. And now you can take a moment to let your mind wander in the direction of stability. What has had a stable and centered presence in your life this year? Where have you felt most grounded? In the midst of any uprooting, any upheaval that may have occurred for you this year, what has remained a constant? What has been a rock for you? Who, perhaps, has been a rock for you? What has been a rock for you? Do you have any rituals, any spiritual practices, any counsel that you engage in regularly that has kept you grounded and centered? The root chakra values stability and structure and wealth in all its forms. Inheritance. What are the positive inheritances of your bloodline? What has been passed on to you that you get to multiply and grow? What had been passed on to you that you have had to kill? What cycles have you had to break in order to heal your root chakra? What instability, what chaos have you had to overcome in order to feel rooted and grounded in a strong, healthy foundation for your future, for your present moment? Deep breath in, all the way down to your perineum. And exhale. Deep breath in. Feel that breath expand down all the way to your perineum. And exhale. Feel your feet. Are they resting on a floor? Are they laying outward? Are they crossed under you? Feel your feet. Your feet are very much connected to your root chakra. Your feet are your primary vehicles for traveling through earth. And the root chakra is all about all that is earthly, all that is material. And if you can, imagine for a moment the feet of your caretakers. If you were raised by your mom and dad, imagine their feet. If you were raised by your grandparents, imagine their feet. Whoever raised you, imagine that person's or those people's feet. And now imagine your ancestors, the ones you never even met. Imagine what their feet may have looked like. Imagine the land upon which their feet walked. Maybe the same land as you, maybe a completely different land somewhere else on the planet. Imagine all that it took for their feet to roam the planet where they did, and to travel across time to where you are now and where your feet are. And take a deep breath in and feel that expansion all throughout your body. Feel it all the way to your perineum. And exhale. And if your eyes are closed, you are welcome to now open your eyes. All right. I hope that was a valuable journey for you, a valuable inner journey. And one announcement I'll make is that I am leading a course on an inner journey slash outward expression class for kids. It's a class on creating affirmations, creating declarations of this is who I am and this is what I'm setting out to do. So I'm getting them young, working with kids in a program called OutSchool. So if you have children in your life that you would like to invite to take a course on OutSchool, the link is there in the description, and I highly recommend it. And of course, my what do you is it called? Not linchpin. Flagship, my flagship course. That the standard course that's always there is called the Fundamentals of Singing. Emphasis on fun. Fundamentals of Singing. And children are also welcome to take that course, particularly children who don't have a lot of singing experience. As far as creating affirmations course, that that course utilizes singing, but it's more about getting inside of the students' intentions in their life, in school. Like maybe they want to do better in various subjects, or they want to just be more creative, be more confident. The affirmations course is a very powerful course for that. And as I mentioned, also working on a course like that for adults. I wish there was an adult version of Outschool. I haven't haven't found a platform that quite has that same kind of um, effect as far as live classes. There are classes where you can do like pre-recorded stuff, which is fine, but I prefer the live working with students in the moment experience. So I guess I'll just do it on my own platform. I'll just, do it on Zoom or something like that. But I'll keep you posted on that. And when that is ready, I will post it in my newsletter, which you can join by clicking the link in the description for the mailing list. And as always, if you have any inquiries for a course that you would like for me to teach, you can always send an email to lushtongue@gmail.com. And I also have slots open for vocal coaching. And those of you who've worked with me, I'm the ordinary voice coach. It's more of a combination of vocal slash creativity explosion. It's really more about like I guess I call it creativity empowerment. That's the term I'll go with. Um, so using your voice as a portal for deeper self-expression. That's ultimately what I'm getting at. Like, yeah, you'll sound better, but it's really more about going deeper into who you are as a person and what is it that your soul is yearning to express through your voice. Yeah. So more about that through the newsletter, and this is here on Facebook and YouTube. I'm posting these videos on YouTube as well, and I will put my YouTube link in the description as well. All right, I think that covers everything. Feel free to make a donation, Venmo or Cash App or PayPal, which will also be in the description. And I'll see you again next Tuesday. All right. Fare thee well. Have a great week.